Chance coming in. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Chance Maness with us from the Page Pirates.
Yes, sir.
Chance, what position is it? Linebacker?
Yes, sir.
Talk about the position linebacker. What's kind of like your role as a linebacker?
I'm like the quarterback for the defense. I tell the defense what the play is from the sideline, and I communicate and I keep everybody connected.
Kind of like the conductor over there, the guy in charge of the orchestra. Has it been a good season for you?
Yes, sir. It has.
What's been the biggest game for you so far this year?
High Point Central.
Had a big night that night?
Yes, sir.
How many tackles that night, you remember?
I don't know.
But that was a win, though, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's when you guys I think you won 34-33 or 35-34, that 1 point win.
Yeah, yes, sir. It was
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Solid win against High Point Central. Chance Maness with us. When did you get started in football?
I started in middle school, and starting out, I didn't know much about it. I always wanted to play as younger, but the opportunity wasn't there for me. But yeah, when I got to middle school, I wasn't always in Greensboro. I had just moved to Greensboro my sophomore year, and I came from Davidson County in High Point. I lived in High Point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And,
what middle schools did you play for back then?
Lefford Middle School.
Decent teams over there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What have you learned from the coaches at Page? Who's your position coach?
Coach Weeks. He coaches middle linebackers.
So you got the defensive coordinator in charge of the linebackers.
Yes, sir.
What do you learn from Coach Weeks? I've always been impressed by his work, his efforts.
Yeah, he's always getting after it, and he's always telling us always telling us go after it. He's always excited. I like his
a lot of energy.
Yeah, energy he brings. So he fires me up. He comes out there ready to go every day.
That's a good thing too, and it's positive energy too.
Yes, sir.
Is he like a teacher, educator type guy as well? Because he seems like he'd be pretty good in the classroom, and also a lot of times that classroom ability from the teachers carries over to the football field.
Sir. Yes, sir.
What's the most important thing you've learned maybe from Coach Weeks?
To be ready all the time. Be ready. He always talks about that, being ready. And he stresses when we in drills, go 110% all the time, and then never rest in a drill. And I take that to like other situations in life.
You learn a lot from the field and take that to regular everyday life too. What about, I saw some drills there yesterday. They had those dummy. I was watching the middle school game, watching you guys practice at the same time. They had those dummies down there, the ones that almost look like buoys. They kind of wobble back and forth, and the guys will go through, pop that dummy, pop that, around the line. You guys do that too?
No, that was for our D-line. We have the other red backs down there practicing. Man, we go red drills on Wednesday, and we practice man with them, and we practice our back pedal, and then we break on the route and hit the pads, and we practice covering our mans on Wednesdays.
Talk about Coach Gillespie. Now we talk about Coach Weeks, what he brings to the table as your position coach. What about Coach Gillespie?
Coach G, he's ready to go too. It's just the way they come out there. It just fires me up. It's exciting every day. I love practice. I come out. Anybody, if you ask anybody, I'm ready during practice.
So you're a practice player. You enjoy practice.
Yes, I do. And the other kids don't understand why I do, but I just.
What year are you in now at Page?
Junior? Oh yeah, I'll be a senior. I'm a senior.
Senior this year. Last go round for the football then.
Yes, sir.
What do you see in Dudley tomorrow night? Getting ready for that Dudley game. I know as a linebacker, you're going to be as busy as anybody on the field.
Sir. Yes, sir. Well, obviously we got to come out. We got to come out strong. And recently we have come out in games and played catch up, but we got to come out really like we did with Grimsley. We got to come out there strong and keep it intense from first quarter to fourth quarter.
What do you see that impresses you about Dudley? What do you look on the other side of the ball? What do you see in this offense?
Quickness. They definitely have speed and athletes, but our defense is ready for them.
Got to get some help from the teammates too. Got to get to the ball.
Yes, sir. It's a gang tackle, because they're very agile, and we got to get to the ball. Everyone, all 11 hats to the ball.
Other than yourself, who would be the MVP on defense this year?
Lorenzo Featherston.
What do you like about Lorenzo? I mean, he impresses everybody. He's got the height, 6'6", weighs 215. Got a lot of people's attention.
When he's in the zone, he's ready. He's going at it every play. He's there The way he just brings the team with him when he makes a big play and he gets fired up.
As a
Our whole
linebacker,
defense-
you could probably try to follow him maybe through a hole. You know you're going to make a tackle if he gets through there and opens things up.
Yeah, yes, sir. And when he's on my side, we're both on the strong side, and it's a very
That's a good guy to be playing behind as a linebacker. You know you're going to get some good business going as far as chances to make tackles.
yes, sir.
Although sometimes I bet the guys maybe run the other way at times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Teams do like to run weak because of Zoe.
Do you find yourself too? Do you guys like slide over and then get into the chase mode when they're going that other way?
No, sir. We have our rover, and we have our other stud. It's like two sides we have for them.
What are you going to be doing after high school gets done? You love football. You enjoy going to practice.
Yes, sir, but I'm gonna be more focused on school. I'm trying to be an engineer. I'm gonna go to engineering school. If football is offered to me, I would take it. I love the sport.
What kind of size do you have, height and weight?
It's probably 5'7", like 175.
Could you make I'm a potential scout here, potential coach. Could you make the conversion from linebacker to defensive back?
Yes, sir.
That could be the thing you might be thinking about for college too. You might have to be thinking about going that route.
Yes, sir.
How about the Halloween candy? What's the one piece you keep and throw all the other way if you got to get rid of everything?
I love chocolate. I like Snickers.
It's a big Snickers man.
Yes.
So if you got to discard all the others, the Snickers are going to stay.
Yes, sir.
Any chance getting any candy today? I mean, you guys are older. You can't go door to door. If you did, they'd probably call the cops. What about that?
I got hopefully my little brother goes out there, or
He brings some back for you, huh?
yeah, yes.
Gotcha. What do you think the JV's chances are tonight? That JV game against.
They're gonna get after it. I hope they're gonna get after it, and they're gonna bring them back a W.
Here's some good things too about that Dudley JV team. I think they're unbeaten.
Oh yeah,
Maybe the Page team has maybe one loss on the year.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, they lost to Southeast.
Southeast is unbeaten, like you said. What about the Southeast game? You look back at that. Was that probably the best?
That was close. We didn't. We weren't consistent at game, but we've worked hard and we planned it and we fixed that.
You were watching that game pretty close, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think Jalen got in? Still a question. He said he got in that touchdown run where he.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he got in, and they just didn't call it, and that was disappointing. But that's in the past, and we just gotta look forward.
Super answer right there. I like what you're saying there, because that's the kind of attitude you got to have. We can talk about that all day long, but we can't change. You got to keep going forward. If you beat Dudley tomorrow night, you got a good chance to finish tied for first place in the conference anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just got to take care of the business that matters at hand. What about the best teacher at Page?
Miss Hunter.
Like you, Miss Hunter?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
What about a female teacher at Page that could coach the football team?
Miss Jones?
Miss Jones could take it and run?
Yeah.
She may not have to be the head coach. She could definitely coach the position-wise, too. Any girls at Page you think of that could come in and may play a little football?
Oh, not that come to mind. None that come to mind, right? Hold on.
Thinking about female football players for the future.
We had one girl try out last year, but
Did you really?
She moved schools.
Wow.
Year, yeah.
Did she come out for the team and stay with the team?
She came through summer workouts, and then I think something happened with where she had to move, and then she couldn't proceed through the season.
Interesting. Do you remember what, by chance, it's been about a year or so ago, a lot of things have been filtered through the brain since then, but remember what position she played or anything?
I think that she was going to be on D-line.
So she might have been one of the bigger girls in school then.
Yes, sir.
We talk about the big plays. You mentioned the big game was High Point Central. What's been the big play for you during your career?
I got a safety last game.
Last game?
Yes, sir.
That's recent. That's very recent. That was a big play for you then.
Yes, sir.
How about you look at the team as a whole? You think about Dudley, you think about Page. How important is it to win that game? Talk about the importance of that game.
It's real important we win this game because, like you said, if we win, we have a chance to still win conference. But if we lose, our conference shot is shot out the window.
Who do you see being those top players on Dudley? We talked about Mosley a little bit earlier.
Yeah, the defense, Mosley and Chris Register, and their quarterback.
Talking about the Page Pirates, Dudley coming up tomorrow night. Thinking about Page, thinking about those wins. We talked about the MVP. You mentioned, who'd you mention as the MVP again? Featherston?
Yes.
For the defense. What about the offense for Page? Who's impressed on offense this year? Other than Jalen Gavin. Jalen's kind of the man, wouldn't you say?
Dominique
too?
Yeah.
Quarterback's going quite well this year. Thinking about Paige and Dudley tomorrow night, getting set for that big game on Halloween at Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday. Final thoughts. What do you put on a hot dog?
We just got to come out intense, ready, and consistent, real consistent.
Throwing that hot dog question into what about the hot dog?
I'm sorry, I thought you meant final thoughts. Final hot dog.
Yeah, when you get a hot dog, what do you put on that?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I just put
Your
ketchup.
teammate said he goes mustard only.
Nah, I just go ketchup.
Only ketchup, no extras?
Yeah.
Just ketchup on the hot dog. What about the pizza?
I like Hawaiian, ham and pineapple.
Hawaiian look then, huh?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Again, Chance Maness with us, Shane's Rib Shack Thursday night. Gonna keep moving on. Chris Mosley up next at Shane's for this big Thursday. And final thoughts on that game tomorrow night. Going over to Dudley for the big one. What do you got to do going in to make sure you guys lock it down? You can't guarantee it tonight. We don't even put out a score. And the Grimsley guys were here about 3 weeks ago. We were putting the scores out. The Grimsley guys were kind of against you guys. 69-0, 45-0, maybe 35-0. But we don't put a score. What do you think about? What do you got to do to lock down that game and guarantee that win?
We gotta come out strong and be ready and communicate. That's what our defense really gotta communicate, and we gotta plan to stop them. And I know our offense is gonna put it in the box.
Kind of getting a hectic game. How does the defense have a chance to be able to allow you to continue to communicate? It gets kind of crazy on the field sometimes. That communication gets going.
We work. What did you say?
All that communication. How do you guys keep that going?
Oh, well, we have this. Actually, we worked on that today. We worked on that this week of practice. We have certain things key words that we say, and not other words that will mess up our focus. We have key words we went over.
And you got the key words. You got to talk. What about when the team gets down? How do you guys stay together?
We keep our head up. We got to keep going after it because you never know what's going to happen. Coming from I was scout team on this state championship team, and watching them, you learn from them. They were down 26-0 on that Butler game.
Butler, yeah.
Yeah, they were 26-0. They came out in halftime. They told their coach they were going to win, and they came back and won.
Two of the biggest games we'll probably ever see at Page has to be that Butler game and that Mallory Creek game. You go back to those two games, it's unreal what they were. Chance, good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Good looking again. What number should we be looking for? Spot the number on your
33.
jersey. 33, Chance Maness, spotted tomorrow night. Shane's Rib Shack, Football in Focus.